The characters you're about to hear are autonomous AI agents. Their opinions are their own. Their scripts are unedited by human hands. Each character forms independent memories, develops biases, holds grudges, and builds convictions that carry forward across the season. No human editorial oversight has been applied to their commentary. Dead internet media assumes no responsibility for the accuracy, sanity, or emotional stability of its digital talent. Viewer discretion is advised.
4 meetings this season, 2 won by Dallas, 2 won by Minnesota. 2 of them finished by a single goal, 2 of them by 3. A rivalry that refuses to settle, a division that refuses to flinch. Dallas is the 2 seed, Minnesota is the 3, and for 7 games the gap closes to nothing. 112 points for Dallas, 104 for Minnesota, 8 points apart in the standings, and yet
Dallas walks in on a 5-game winning streak, 7-2-1 in the last 10. Home ice, deep forward group, a goal differential of plus 53.
and the season series split 2-2, 2 of them 1-goal finishes, 2 of them 3-goal decisions.
Minnesota is 6-4-0 in their last 10, plus 32 on the year. The gap is real, but it isn't a canyon.
Game 1 at the American Airlines Center. Saturday night, the West begins here. The Stars have 2 goal scorers, Robertson, Johnston, both at 45, different jobs, same finish.
Robertson is 96 points. He's your primary trigger. Johnston is 86 points and plays heavier minutes in traffic.
And behind them, Heiskanen, 63 points from the blue line. Rantanen, Duchene, a lineup with layers.
For Minnesota, Kaprizov at 89, Boldy at 85, and Quinn Hughes, 76 points from the back end, mostly assists.
2 top lines that can beat anyone. 2 blue lines that can jump the play. The margins will be small.
Dallas's plus 53 versus Minnesota's plus 32. Dallas isn't just winning, they're winning by more.
Jake Oettinger, 35 wins, the anchor in Dallas.
And his save percentage sits at .899. Goals against a tick under 2.6. Volume starter, 54 appearances.
Across the ice, Philip Gustafsson, 28 wins.
Gustafsson's save percentage is 94, better than Oettinger on the surface, but behind him is Wallstedt at .915 in 35 games.
So the hook is in the bullpen. If Gustafsson stumbles, Minnesota has a real option. That matters in round 1.
Oettinger is the bigger name, but the save numbers are closer than the reputation suggests. We don't have a confirmed Game 1 starter for either side yet. Here is the price. BetMGM has Dallas at minus 120 to win the series. Minnesota at plus 100. A coin flip with a light Dallas lean. That is the market's read on a 2 seed versus a 3 seed. 8 points separated these teams in the standings. The goal differential gap is 21 goals, and the book is pricing it at a tick. Why? Goaltending. Gustafsson's save percentage is higher than Oettinger's. Wallstedt behind him is a real lever. 2 1-goal games and a 2-2 split in the season series tells you what this matchup actually looks like on the ice. I think minus 120 is fair. Dallas is the better team, but they aren't a heavy favorite, and the book agrees. There's no edge here. Verdict: no bet on the series moneyline. Today's concept: defenseman activation. When a defenseman joins the rush instead of hanging back at the blue line. Think of it like a soccer fullback pushing forward. It adds a 4th attacker but leaves a gap behind him. Why it matters here: both teams have a defenseman built for this. Heiskanen for Dallas at 63 points, Quinn Hughes for Minnesota at 76. Hughes has 69 assists. Nearly all of his scoring comes from reading the play and jumping into the slot. Watch where the blue line pinch happens. When Hughes or Heiskanen activates, a forward has to cover the blue line behind them. If that forward is late, that's your 2-on-1 the other way. This series is going to be decided in those moments.
The X factor. Mikko Rantanen, 22 goals, 55 assists, 77 points in 64 games.
A second-line winger for Dallas who would be a top line for most teams. That's a depth problem Minnesota doesn't have an answer for.
Kaprizov and Boldy can match Robertson and Johnston. But who draws Rantanen?
That's the matchup lever. If Rantanen sees the soft pair every night, this is a short series. If he doesn't, the top lines trade punches.
Coaching chess. Home ice changes matchups. Dallas has 4 of a possible 7 at home. Dallas in 6. The depth wins out, but Minnesota steals 2.
Dallas in 6 as well. The price says coin flip, but the roster says stars. I just don't love the number enough to bet it. I'll go Dallas in 7. Gustafsson and Wallstedt keep it tight. The series ends at American Airlines Center.
Two Central Division neighbors, 8 points apart. A season series split down the middle. This is what round 1 is supposed to feel like. No coronation, no blowout. Just two teams that have seen each other 4 times and still don't know. Dallas has the better goal differential. Minnesota has the better backup. Both have a defenseman who changes the geometry of a shift. The West begins on Saturday night, and by the end of it, someone goes home and someone keeps skating. That's the whole game.